Sir, the Department of States, headed by our Honorable Prime Minister, has only provided a sketchy statement about various schemes which are implemented through space technology across the country. Sir, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, what are the key milestones achieved under Gaganayan mission, and how is the government ensuring that technological self-reliance and astronaut safety on this endeavor?
Okay.
Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I am thankful to the Honorable Member. She's asked a question which gives me an opportunity to share with this august House that over the last 11 years or so, India has put before the world a unique model of space technology application, which is no longer confined only to the launching of rockets. And today, space technology is extensively being used in infrastructure projects, in development works, and most of all, as the Honourable Member rightly mentioned, to bring ease of living in the life of a common citizen. Today, space technology has entered every Indian household, and that was precisely the commitment and vision envisaged by our founding father Vikram Sarabhai, which is for the first time finding its vindication under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Today, we have also, in the process, given world some of the global success models. Like, for example, Gati Shakti portal is there, which is a portal based on about 200 layers trying to integrate planning with infrastructure projects. It helps in planning, it helps in monitoring, saves time, it saves money. And this has now been also acknowledged across the world. Similarly, space technology being used extensively in communication, as all of us know, in healthcare, telemedicine, in flood and disaster management forecasts, in geo-manregas, in railways, in housing. Most of the Modi government's flagship programs like Amrit or Smart Cities are using this extensively in the defense warfare. And this also gives me an opportunity to share with this House a very heartening news that today precisely at 17:40 hours Indian Standard Time, we would be launching the first ever ISRO-NASA collaboration satellite called NISAR, which is going to be a game changer as far as our disaster responses are concerned, disaster monitoring is concerned, also as far as our competencies to predict, to manage landslides, volcanoes, cyclones, etc. And this is going to be the first of its kind technological venture, and it will also have the capacity to penetrate through fogs, through heavy clouds, to also dense ice layers, and which would provide us much more ease, not only in the disaster management sector, but also in a host of other sectors like aviation sector, shipping transport, etc., etc.
Honourable Member Supplementary.
Sir, I would like to know from the Honourable Prime Minister that could you please elaborate on the steps being taken to promote the development of small and medium-scale space startup, including funding support, technology sharing and incubation infrastructure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Speaker, sir. I am glad that the Honourable Member has asked that question, because that again gives us an opportunity to share with this august House that for the first time since independence, a very out-of-box decision was taken by the Prime Minister, which only he could take because he has the capacity to break the taboos of the past. The space technology was unleashed, and the media popularly reported that India's space has been unlocked. For the first time, the private sector was allowed to make entry into our space ventures and our space projects. And as the Honourable Member has said, in the last 3-4 years since we did so, because this process started in the year 2019, the new space reforms came in 2020, then we had a space policy in place in 2023, and just in a small shorter span of time, about 3 or 4 years, the Honourable Member will be pleased to learn that there has been a quantum jump not only in space startups, but also in the process of the space economy. For example, just about 3-4 years back, we were just one-digit space startup. Today, we have gone up to more than 300. Some of them are those of the global potential. Some of them have also turned into lucrative entrepreneurs. And our space economy has also taken a quantum leap. We were just a dismal space economy till about half a decade back. Today, we are $8 billion US, and in the next 10 years, the projections indicate that we will go up 3-4 times, maybe to 40-45 billion US, which in other words means that as India moves on from rank 10 to rank 4, and then we also plan ahead for the Viksit Bharat rank 1, space economy is going to play a very, very important component, critical role in that growth story.
Paul,
अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं अत्यंत आभारी हूँ क्योंकि पिछले दिनों हमारी साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी की कमेटी इसरो गई थी और हम लोगों ने देखा है कि जिस तरीके से अभी माननीय मंत्री जी ने विस्तार से कहा कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में, आप नहीं थे हमारे साथ,
आप चर्चा मत करो,
जिस तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री जी ने के नेतृत्व में आज हम चंद्रयान 3 पे आए हैं, उसके लिए मैं अपनी सरकार को बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूँ। और इस बात की भी बधाई देना चाहता हूँ कि जिस तरीके से इसको अनलॉक किया है और बहुत विस्तार से माननीय मंत्री जी ने कहा है कि न केवल स्पेस सेक्टर में हमारी स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी से, बल्कि मनरेगा हो, एग्रीकल्चर हो, और माननीय मंत्री जी ने कहा कि फसल कार्यक्रम के तहत 11 फसलों के लिए उस फसल का एकड़वार और फसल की पैदावार और उसका पूर्व अनुमान लगाने के लिए जिस तरीके से और चमन योजना के अंतर्गत बागवानी में किया है, तो इन सारी योजनाओं का लाभ निश्चित तौर से किसानों को मिलने वाला है। और जहां प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा था स्वामीनाथन की रिपोर्ट को लागू करके कि हम किसान की आय को दुगना करेंगे, इसके बाद ये जो हमारे स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी का फायदा किसानों को मिलेगा, इसको राज्यवार में किसानों को इसको फायदा पहुंचाने क्या रोड मैप होगा, इस संबंध में मैं माननीय मंत्री जी से जानना चाहता हूं। मैं आपके माध्यम से
प्लीज माननीय सदस्य, मैं सदन में देख रहा हूं कि कई वरिष्ठ माननीय सदस्य सीट पर बैठे बैठे टिप्पणी करते हैं। मैं फिर आपसे आग्रह करता हूं, संसद की मर्यादा को बना के रखो। आप वरिष्ठ सदस्य हैं, बैठे बैठे टिप्पणी नहीं करें। माननीय मंत्री जी।
माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, आदरणीय सदस्य ने मुख्य तौर पर कृषि केंद्रित प्रश्न पूछा है। तो जैसा कि मैंने कहा कि भिन्न भिन्न क्षेत्रों में, भिन्न भिन्न सेक्टर्स में स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी एक महत्वपूर्ण योगदान अदा कर रहा है। और यदि आप कृषि क्षेत्र की बात करें एक्सक्लूसिवली, तो जैसा उन्होंने स्वयं व्याख्या की, हमारा एक बड़ा ही सफल प्रयोग रहा है जिसका नाम है चमन। चमन अर्थात कोऑर्डिनेटेड हॉर्टिकल्चर असेसमेंट एंड मैनेजमेंट यूजिंग जियो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स, अर्थात इस स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से इस बात का अध्ययन करना कि वो जमीन किस प्रकार की कृषि के लिए अनुकूल है और किस प्रकार उसमें बेहतरी लाई जा सकती है। इसी प्रकार, और अभी तक ये सफल प्रयोग हैज बीन कंडक्टेड ऑन 7 डिफरेंट क्रॉप्स। इसी तरह एक डेडिकेटेड और स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से जो कृषि क्षेत्र को लेकर के हमारा एक सफल प्रयोग रहा है, उसका नाम है फसल। फसल अर्थात रिमोट सेंसिंग डाटा फॉर जनरेट क्रॉप एरेज एंड फोरकास्टिंग क्रॉप प्रोडक्ट्स, यानी पहले से ही, क्योंकि एक इकोसिस्टम निर्माणित करके जिसमें मौसम विभाग का भी योगदान है, और ये जो स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी के कृषि केंद्रित प्रयोग है, चाहे वो फसल प्रयोग है, चाहे वो चमन प्रयोग है, ये मिलकर के एक ऐसी इकोसिस्टम की रचना करते हैं जिसके अंतर्गत कृषि का उत्पादन भी बढ़ेगा, उसकी गुणवत्ता भी बढ़ेगी, और जब प्रधानमंत्री जी ने रखा डबलिंग फार्मर्स इनकम, वो एक होल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट, होल ऑफ साइंस के कॉन्सेप्ट से उसके प्रति हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं।
डॉक्टर प्रभा मल्लिकार्जुन।
Thank you, Speaker, sir. My question is on the human capital front. Could the government share specific data on the number of students and professionals trained under ISRO's Unnati, Respond or IARS outreach programs over the last 5 years, and how many of these are from Tier 2, Tier 3 cities or aspirational districts? Thank you, Speaker, sir.
Honorable Speaker, sir, as the honorable member has placed, I think the question is prompted by the very fact that there has been a visible game change over the last 4-5 years, which were not so earlier. For example, our most notable teaching institute in space technology, which happens to be in Thiruvananthapuram, was one of the premier institutes, one of the world class. It had recorded, registered 100% placement, but most of our students had to go abroad for jobs or employment. It's no longer so, partly because of what I said in the earlier question, the startups, and partly also because the extension of the space programs in India has generated a lot of job opportunities domestically. So that is one thing. We are also trying to extend our teaching facilities to the other parts of the country which were earlier confined mostly to the South India. For example, to begin with, we've set up one such teaching center on the same lines as Thiruvananthapuram in Northeast, in Agartala, in the campus of the NIT in Tripura. Similarly, in North, we have started from the Central University of Jammu, where we have set up a similar institute which has been named Satish Dhawan Institute, also significantly because Satish Dhawan happened to belong to the state of Jammu and Kashmir, erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir, which is a lesser known fact. So I think the students, the availability of student opportunities, the fellowships is also on the increase. The startup link-up is also on the increase. And we are also in the process of opening up not only new schemes, as mentioned rightly by the Honourable Member, but also opening up new teaching centres. At the same time, we are also collaborating with the Ministry of Education, and several of the universities across India are now coming forward. And I think that one very important feature which I noticed in the last 2-3 years is that in the aerospace engineering, they have a provision of a summer training in the 3rd year of engineering. Earlier on, we had a few students coming asking for an internship in ISRO. Now we are flooded with thousands and thousands of such applications, which means that suddenly, even in the engineering streams, the priority of aerospace in IIT JEE counseling has gone up tremendously. And all this has happened in the last 3-4 years because of all those factors which have been introduced, as I mentioned earlier.